Well, hello, I'm Carol Fote, and today I am going to be interviewing Marianne Anderson. Marianne is actually in Germany right now, in the city of Flensburg. We're going to talk a little bit about how she got involved with CCC and when she was here in Logan. And now that she's in Germany, she's also starting a program there that's like this Cash Community Connections here. So, Marianne, welcome and thank you for your willingness to do this because we just got off of a meeting together and I grabbed her while I could.
Okay, okay.
Okay, Marianne, how did you actually end up getting involved with CCC?
CCC through Jack Keller.
Okay.
Yeah. He asked me to join, and it all started with 9/11, of course, when the leaders of the congregations in Logan got together and decided to have an event in the opera with singing, praying, and meditating together. And I was there, and I was so impressed with what this coming together of these different faith groups did to people. It soothed us. We were all, I mean, we were so, we were so shocked. We didn't know what to do. And all of a sudden we have this soothing, really soothing event of prayers done by the Jews, by the Muslims, by the Mormons, by the Christians of the Latter-day Saints, and Baha'is, and you name it, the Catholics and the Lutherans, you name it, Presbyterians. And when we finally sank in, and I was thinking of maybe there might be some retributions, that there might be some revenge actions from locals, that they think, well, anybody who looks dark-skinned and dark-haired might be part of this whole terror attack, that I started to found a group, a very small group. I talked to the mayor about it. I talked to the chief of police about it. And you saw the statement that the chief of police and the mayor of Logan signed, that Logan will watch this and try to avoid any clashes between foreigners, between locals and foreigners. And Jack Keller talked to me and invited me to the CCC. And I stayed there for about 3 or 4 years. I don't remember, so long ago, really, quite a while ago.
So, Marianne, when you were living in Logan, were you here because of your job?
No, I was married to a good old Anderson, to a valley boy.
Okay.
Logan.
Did you come to Logan from Germany?
From Germany directly with my then to be husband, Brian Anderson. So he got me to Logan. And I remember the moment I got into Cache Valley, I fell in love with Cache Valley. I got married and I had a daughter there. She was born in Cache Valley in Logan, 30 years.
30 years you lived here?
30 years, in Cache Valley.
Okay. So when you first got involved with CCC, and you said it was a small group. So was that group something that infiltrated into the CCC group then?
No, we just had this group because I needed some support. I didn't want to do it all by myself. And Fat Box was in that group. Harm Olsen was the lawyer who would have helped us. And he helped me with writing up the statement too. He proofread and edited. And he really kind of pushed me to get it signed by the mayor and chief of police. Yeah.
Now you've left Logan, you're back living in Germany. You are now working on trying to get another organization together similar to the Cash Community Connection. Tell me about that. How's that going? And just what are you accomplishing?
So how it got started was last year after the news we heard in Germany too about the killing of this black man, George Floyd. So I started to visit, the leaders of the congregation. I had to find them in the phone book. There was no list or anything. So I found them in the phone book and the net, of course, and just marched into their offices and asked them if they are interested in getting together. And what I realized by getting to know them, that they didn't know about the others. There was no connection. In Flensburg, they are culturally very well connected, and but not religiously. So I said, if we have a crisis, if we want to help the population in a crisis, we need to have a friendship, a family of faith, and the religions too, so we can act together, that we can stand together and say, the Muslims, the Jews, we are standing here hand in hand, and the Christians, and we can do something about this crisis. We can work whatever we can do, and and for some reason, and especially from the Muslim side, I was very surprised. Was the feedback was pretty good. People really liked this idea. Some said, well, you will never get them together, especially not the Muslims or the Christians. You will never get them together. And I thought, well, and I dream about even praying together. And some people just laughed their heads off about this idea. But what happened in the first meeting, we started to pray together. So the imam of one of the mosques started to sing a surah, and then and everybody had the Danish pastor had his Our Father in heaven in Danish, and the Baha'i was praying, and so forth and so forth, and the Jews had ended then this session. It was really magic. I mean, I saw these men, mostly men, just as if they were dancing out of this meeting. It was so beautiful. So I think the need is here, the need is there, but we have to work on that. It's still a little plant that needs nourishing and pampering, really. So we are working on it.
That is amazing. It's like Cash Community Connections is going around the world.
That's something. Yeah, and then I looked it up and saw that you are still alive. That was the most, that was the most astounding thing.
Since we have Cash Community Connections because of Cache Valley, you're going to have a different name, something Community Connection.
Oh, our name is Forum of Religions in Flensburg.
I'm excited that if we can share with you what we're doing, and you maybe give you some ideas, and you can give us some ideas from.
That's what I hope. And that's what I introduced to my group, and they liked the idea, because we are very new and we are gathering ideas, and we have to see what will work for us, what will work for this community, and how. I mean, we don't need to get together. I mean, we don't need to get together culturally, because that's done by the city already, but religiously, and see how we do it, because the Germans are a little bit weird about talking about religions. It's too intimate for them or something like that. So they need a little push, and that we just get together to get to know each other, so we feel comfortable about talking to an imam. I mean, most people were inhibited. I mean, they just say, oh, I cannot talk to an imam, do you do that? A Mormon, oh my God, they are polygamous, aren't they, or something like that. So so that we just get over these hurdles, and that prejudice, and that we can just talk freely and friends and first name basis and all these things. So we have done quite a lot already. We have come quite far, even though we were stopped by COVID, of course. And then, of course, they like the ideas of exchanging ideas. And even I have a young Muslim who is very, very active with youth, and he wanted to have a group, interfaith group with young people.
We have some construction going on, so I've been trying to mute and unmute while we've been doing this to avoid any noise. I think we did really well, and we want to definitely keep in touch. Thank you so much.